Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Fata Morgana playthrough. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen today, but as we've seen from the last episode, everything's become a real thrill. Everything's become very, very scary when we're just looking at the story and in the backlog we just see a story that is so different, and we're getting the real indication. And if you ask me, this is what's truly scary about this: the fact that the story we are being told, it's so kind, it's just making the best out of a really awful situation. And there's just such an indication that it's all false, that there is something morbid going on, and we kind of have the feeling as if we know we are being told something that is wrong, something that never happened. I don't know, it's just the fact that I know that makes it more scary and unsettling. But yeah, I'm going to be very interested into just seeing what this plot. Sorry, I meant where this plot is taken to. Yeah, but that's unusual. That is. Oh my god, yeah, that was so touching, but it's just horrible in a way that these people love each other, they have a very genuine bond for each other, and yet at the same time they can never ever make physical contact. It must be so odd. Yeah, fair enough. Reasonable, yeah. It's not unreasonable, no way. Of course, I really do wonder what said misfortune is going to be. Looks like somebody is knocking on the door. Or is that Michelle? Well, no. The background showed the front entrance. So clearly somebody who wants to talk. Oh my god, imagine if it's the witch hunters and they found the white-haired girl somehow. Oh god, this could be really bad. By the way, I'm going to constantly check the backlog to see if anything's changed. When we had the talk about the witch with the white-haired girl and Michelle, that in particular was very different, especially when Michelle had just seen the white-haired girl with very a very dazzling expression, and obviously as a result of that had really fallen for her in a way. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense, yeah. That's unusual. Oh god, so somebody is coming at night time, deep in the night, but she can't know, and she thinks this is why. Oh my god. It's not going to be this month's delivery, let's be honest here. Oh my god, it's so not going to be the case. Holy shit. Who is this going to be? Imagine if it is Morgana. Oh fuck, what is this? Man. Okay. Shit, is he a beggar as well? What's so action-packed and significant about this? Or it could be a witch hunter. Yeah, totally, I agree. Yeah. I find it very interesting that the legend of the witch is something that is told to us, but the legend that is carved in the basement of the cellar of the mansion is really quite different, because that shows that the sinners, I think it's like the people have to sacrifice the sinners, and the sinners' bloodlines will all be cursed. Yeah, totally. Agreed, yeah. Yeah, there isn't exactly. Yeah, the witch of the abandoned mansion, the one where your wish will be granted no matter how much you have to suffer. And I mean, maybe he could think, because he's probably suffered quite a lot to get to this point, so as a result of that, he's thinking that this is the suffering that he has had to have done for his happiness. He probably feels as if he has already done what is required of him to get said happiness. Maybe. I don't know. I like this Ost. Yeah, somebody's mad. Yeah, this person is not going to be easy to get rid of. Yeah, and now you can see why he's mad. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you have been so desperate that you have believed the legend and obviously entirely acted with accordance to the fact that the legend is real, and there is nothing that could possibly make yourself doubt the legend. Exactly. Oh my god, no. What is he doing? Oh, I see. So he's probably going to try to kill this person. Holy shit, she needs Michel now. This person, I mean, the worst thing is the white-haired girl said that she would give food, but the thing is this person is so hungry and so, oh god, he's so hell-bent on getting food because he will die and he's probably having a lot of pain as a result of hunger. So now he's just, there's no reason in his actions whatsoever, it's just instinctive. It's just survival, if anything. God. I don't think he would care. True. Yeah, we can see that. Ooze gonna show up. Ooze. Yeah, fair enough. Somebody really came at the right time, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy is so gonna die. I'm sorry, but just Eroge reader instincts here. That's kind of how I interpreted that. Yeah, no consequences for your action, nothing to stop you from being as basically as animalistic and inhumane as you can be. Yeah, oh, that man is fucking dead. God, we're just going to see how... We're going to see Michel's curse in action here. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, darkness is the most deadly enemy in a situation like this. Seriously, you need light if Michel is there. Oh my god. Shit, what is it? Oh my god, is it a knife? You can't touch him. Oh, he is armed. He's quite literally armed. And when I say that, I mean his arm can kill. Oh, shit. So true. Dude, you were literally trying to, well, do you know what to a woman. And you're calling other people messed up in the head. Okay then. Sure thing. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, that's Michel's hand. Well, I mean, I don't know whether he deserved it, but... Well, this is the thing. It's hard to tell whether he deserved it. I mean, for his actions here, sure, he deserved them, but it's not really fair to say he deserved them. Just because of what caused him to act like that in the first place, i.e. severe malnourishment. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. You won't get anywhere. Yep, somebody has been killed. Yeah. Nothing in the backlog. Oh, he fled from the mansion. I'm surprised he was actually able to get away. I wonder how long he's going to last. God, this is the worst thing. I mean, he is bleeding. He's in a very bad condition. You would want to help her, but you can't because you will die if you do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If I'm going to be honest, I'm quite surprised that they can see it, considering that everything should be really quite dark at the moment. But they're used to the darkness now, so they probably have a greater ability to distinguish, distinguish images in the dark. Interesting. You can just see just how many people might be coming here as a result of believing the legends of the witch. And this person here, he was somebody who was very, very desperate, who was totally acting on instinct, and a really quite disgusting man as a result of just how difficult his life has been. Yeah, so he's not the first, I'd assume. Yeah, that's reasonable. Oh my god, he must have said something so embarrassing just there. That's good. Oh god. Yeah, I know. This is what I was alluding to. Oh my god. It's scary that they are making a point of this. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, God, it really is it's such a weird scene because obviously they have in their hearts and obviously mentally they have these feelings for each other and they are clearly communicated, but it just feels like the one clear element sometimes is body language and just a lack of ability to be able to see that. That's kind of what's causing just this everything to be so unusual. Yeah. Oh shit. She doesn't know this either. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, and they're gonna transition here. No sound whatsoever. Oh god. Fuck. Oh, this is... Oh my god. I just think it's so cruel that there's just such an indication of a relationship that has so much potential, but just everything falling apart. But it's interesting that this feels so insignificant, and then you realise that some of Michel's blood had landed onto the white-haired girl. They had no light, so of course they wouldn't be able to see this. And where was the thing about the misfortune here? Yeah. So this is just the beginning of the misfortune. But what I don't understand is how the white hair girl is still alive. I would have thought she'd be killed instantly. I mean, Michelle's ability, it might be powerful and it might be able to kill somebody, but I don't think it can instantly kill somebody like it did with the butterfly. I think it's a little bit less powerful than that. But it still can easily kill somebody. Oh my god. God, so just one drop of blood could have possibly resulted in this. But, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, the white-haired girl, I don't know about Michelle, but the white-haired girl in particular, she is a normal person. Of course, being in such a dark environment all day long, it would wreak havoc with your health. It really would. Oh, Jesus. Is it being sucked out of her, just gradually? Yeah, totally. Like, for example, a solution out of this. It's cruel. I agree. This is a really quite beautiful background, and I love the candles as well. Oh, I like the wax as well. How weird. Jesus Christ, this really affected her. And surprisingly enough, there's nothing that's changed on the backlog either. I mean, at least they were able to spend their last few moments together. It's just so cool that it actually happened. If it wasn't for her carelessness, this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, and that's the worst thing. They have no idea of what the cause was. Yeah, totally. I mean, I get that the outcome wasn't the best here, but at the same time, at least, oh, I don't know, you didn't have some sort of life-changing and traumatic things happen to you as a result of this horrible bandit. And to be fair, I mean, he did everything he thought was good. He did everything that he would have normally done to protect his lover. I know, that is properly cruel. And I do wonder too, why is there something so unusual about Michel? But then again, I mean, last time in Fata Morgana, when we were seeing something that was supernatural, it was just sort of a disguise for showing a real amount of mental illness. Or maybe Michel was somebody who is very mentally ill and who will kill anybody near him. I don't know, I mean, maybe that could explain why the bandit had not been fully killed by him and was very, very provoked when he had squeezed his face as much as he possibly could. No, I don't know, I mean, he was provoked. I'm just surprised he didn't die. I just wonder if the twist with Yukimasa could be similar to how the twisted Michel could be. I don't know though. Maybe this could just be a retelling of the story, which was a bit false and not representative of the truth. I mean, it's sad that she has to die, and it really is cruel. Michel, I mean, like Michel said, death was inevitable when going into a house like this. But at the same time, it's at least the case that she's dying happily. And let's be honest, even though she is dying, she's happier than she's ever been before. And do you know what she isn't that she was always before? Persecuted. That's why she is happier. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, it literally would have saved your life. Yeah, exactly. It's cruel. Let's be honest, something would have probably happened eventually, but still. Isn't that a bit stupid though? You're going to die. Jesus, that's how somebody knows that they are on the brink of death. And of course he wouldn't. I don't blame him whatsoever. Firstly, cannot because he doesn't want to, but... Well, cannot because if he touches somebody, he will kill somebody, but also he cannot touch her because he doesn't want to. It probably must be too painful. And who would ever want to deal the final blow to their lover? Nobody. Nobody in their right mind. So of course he can't. I think it would be weird if he did. Exactly, yeah. Shit, what's this? Oh god, what is it? Oh my god! Ooh, I really want her. What? That's the whole chapter? Really? Oh my god, are we gonna get a snap back to reality now? Oh my god, what the fuck is this? This is all a lie? What? Why? Why is it all a lie? Oh my god, I just feel totally in the dark about this. But I don't really understand because it feels as if we have been having... I don't know, so in the backlog, is this all Michel's thoughts? because I always was interpreting these things that were written here as Morgana. Maybe I've been misinterpreting this all the time. God, so I really do wonder what this is going to be. Let's see the chapter name as well. Her Wish. Okay. Right, so here we are. I've got to the I've gotten to the beginning of chapter 4, and I just want to skip around to just reinterpret what we've been reading, really, and just see if I've gotten the wrong idea. Oh, for fuck's sake, you have to view the entire chapter cutscenes. That's so annoying. And I'm trying to screenshot anything Morgana tells us just for future reference. I think this has been a very nice story, and Michel's a very interesting character as well. Giselle's nice too. But, I mean, obviously, Giselle's not really that new of a character. It's kind of the same character, but applied to a different situation, really. So, I mean, obviously, I think her character is interesting, but at the same time, it's just really quite unusual. It's an unusual character, but it's not really anything different to what we've seen before. Right, so, oh my god. Yeah, that fucking silhouette. God. Right, okay, so here we go. This is definitely the most significant part which changes. So we've just got to wait. These unskippable scenes are actually quite irritating. Okay, so it's mostly significant here. That's interesting. So if you interpret these as Michel's inner thoughts, then something like this is really quite odd. I mean, obviously, I always thought of Michel as somebody who has been badly persecuted. I never really thought of him as, I don't know, somebody who would abandon someone in the end. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. This does definitely seem like the mindset of somebody who's been persecuted, though, so it doesn't really surprise me much. Let's just reinterpret stuff, why not? Is this... No. No, this is not Michel. No, wait, hang on a second. It's ironic because this could be applied to us, but I think this is Michel just... Yeah, so that's interesting. So he feels it's so unusual that somebody is being kind to him that it's as if it's a dream. So surrender to reality. Make what you think is seems so unreal reality itself. Get used to the scenery. Vengeance, interesting. Yeah, so this is interesting. It's kind of like Michel's inner conscience talking to himself, and yeah, you can just tell he's very, very, well, damaged as a person, if I'm going to be honest. You see his inner conscience just really bullying him. No, wait, hang on a second. This is unusual, actually. No, I disagree. Imagine if he is actually talking to Morgana here. Yeah, but that's interesting. Imagine if we are Michel. I think that's a bit ridiculous though. I just wonder which character we are. That's unusual. There's so much we don't know. We can just get indications of what's going on. Yeah, but it's really interesting. You just get a feeling of godliness and omnipotence. That's really weird though. The fact that here they're professing their love to each other, and yet in the backlog it really feels as if he's kind of forgetting who the person he is truly, or forgetting everything that he thought he knew. Yeah, that's interesting. You can tell he is very persecuted, but at the same time, I don't know if this is Michel or Morgana. I just kind of get the impression with the whole talk about the souls that he might not be alone. Weird. Can't deny, this really isn't the most pleasant read, just because it's just, I'm just filled with a sense of dread. I really am. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, he quite literally lives in darkness, both emotionally and physically. I just don't really understand this. This is a lie. This is all a lie, even. What? Wait, what? Oh! Okay. That was not what I was expecting. E. No way, it's like E from maths. Wow. That's really unusual. Is it some sort of revenge or, I don't know, some sort of plot? Oh, yeah, you can imagine. Fair enough. I just find it really ironic that you just see the lack of coherence in everything, and then you just think that whatever is talking in the backlog could that being be present here, but no. Oh, it's just a little trick. Very, very subtle, but effective. Damn. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. So they've probably discovered where she is hidden. She's already dead though. I see. I'm actually really surprised that Michel didn't kill this person. But I suppose what Michel was doing, he knows his ability, he's had it for quite a long time, so I would assume what he's done is gone in an area he knows is not fatal, in an area that's going to scar him a lot, but not kill him. Maybe that's what he's done. I don't know though. I'm actually quite surprised that he didn't kill him. Shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what if said kid is innocent? Do you really not care about that? Yep. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. But it's interesting though, it says half dead. Hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Action is the only thing that can stop this from not going really wrong. And if I'm going to be honest, he does have a very good weapon, i.e. his physical strength, but they have knives. And yeah, that could possibly prove to be more valuable than Michel's weapon. Yeah. I know, it really is the worst luck. God, it must be so horrible just to be around and have to endure. Yeah? What do you do? Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Why would they not? God, you can't even die in peace. That's the worst thing. Oh my god, she's probably going to offer herself up as well. Oh, God. Yeah, I think she's probably going to do what she thinks is the right thing. But at the same time, if she hadn't have come here, then they would have never had a happy life. And also, let's be honest here, the white-haired girl would have never been able to have lived. She would have died a painful death of starvation. Because let's be honest, the world is not kind in times like these whatsoever. If anything, the world couldn't be more brutal. Yeah, why? Michelle's guilty conscience wouldn't allow this, even if... Well, it wouldn't allow it, full stop. There is nothing that would make his guilty conscience convinced that this is a good idea. Exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, let me guess, they're just blaming it on her. Well, no, that also... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you can see that. Can anybody else? No, because they're too brainwashed with their beliefs to actually think about... Well, no, it's not even that they're brainwashed with their beliefs, it's just... Well, it's just the fact that this person is different, and then they explain differences with hostility, and obviously this label is attached as somebody who is different to them, and then she's persecuted because she's different. Exactly, yeah. It's a very tricky decision, but at the same time, I mean, it's either going to be one of them or both of them who are going to die. It's a very hopeless situation. Yeah. I know, I mean, he is genuinely cursed with the sense that everything he touches dies, and there's nothing wrong with the white-haired girl. Or Giselle. Yeah, it's very contradictory. I know. That's the awful thing about this. Oh, I get that. So he just wants to hang on to her as much as physically possible. I see that. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's awful because what the white-haired girl's doing is saying, just hand me over so that you can live a life of peace, but he doesn't see a life of peace if it means that the white-haired girl was never there. And I mean, you can clearly tell that she is going to get this wish granted because, after all, I suppose Michel does not see a life where he is not in the side of the white-haired girl. Yeah, fair enough. My god, what? Shit, what is this? Ah. I see. Yeah, totally reasonable. I'm quite tired, so I'm actually going to... I'm just going to have a little bit of a sleep and then get back to this. It looks like... sounds like there's a very nice new soundtrack awaiting for us, which is exciting. It really is. Right, okay. We are back now? The fuck? Oh, right, I get it. So I glitched the windows out a bit by asking the chapter to be loaded. Okay. Anyway, this is going to be a very unusual little ending to the story. The atmosphere here, I am expecting beauty. This song, from what I've heard, sounds amazing. I find this very interesting. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable, and I just find it really interesting that even though obviously it means Michel is going to end his life, it means he is going to prevent his future from even happening, which, let's be honest, without the white-haired girl, is it really going to be happy? It probably won't be, but it's still being entirely prevented. And it's just kind of funny to see this kind of selfish, in a way, sense, just that she's happy that Michel was agreeing to die with her just because she couldn't bear the thought of, obviously being somebody who's been lonely and quite persecuted for her entire life, just the thought of dying alone, nobody caring, nobody holding your hand, and nobody reacting, and nothing changing as a result of your death. And she's happy about the fact that that is not something that is a problem. This really sounds like, it just feels like the souls of weight that's arisen in somebody, and this just feels like the exiting of said weight. I don't know, it just really feels like a song that you couldn't attribute to anything but spiritual. Anything but the spiritual world. Yeah. Yeah, that's That's quite sweet. And I mean, at least because of all of this, they can die peacefully. I was actually thinking about this when I was, like, before I went to sleep. What if they didn't even discover the clock tower, so the observation tower, because these people are panicked, they are provoked, and they are fighting on instinct. You really are telling me that they're going to search the house so thoroughly that they are going to find the observation tower? I think there's actually a chance they won't find them. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't imagine. Yeah. I know, that's just the sick thing. Yeah. Yeah. God. True. Yeah. Yeah, my god. I mean, yeah, sure it is, but at the same time I just don't really understand why. Sure, it's one of the only places with sunlight, but at the same time, why can you appreciate this if... I don't know, it just feels like a lot of the other places, they have really deliberate measures taken just so that there's a lack of sunlight that can flow within them. So I'm just surprised that... Because I swear I remember these deliberate measures for a lack of sunlight being allowed in being there before he had moved in. Reasonable. God. Oh my god, so what's going to happen here? Oh wow. That's a little silhouette of the two of them. God, and they look very, very close as well. She's dying, sure, but she's died happily. Like Michel said, unfortunately, it's inevitable for something like this to happen. There's just going to be the smallest accident that's going to disturb, I suppose, the... Like, even if they try their hardest to make it so that Michel doesn't, I don't know, contaminate them, there's just always going to be some sort of accident that's going to result in this. I mean, it was probably inevitable just because of how easy it was to happen, but... Yeah. I suppose it could have been prevented, but for how long would that prevention have saved her? Could it have led to the same outcome anyway? But let's be honest, I mean, this outcome anyway, it probably wouldn't have... Even if they were in good condition and these people were here, and the witch hunters were here, they probably would have died painfully. Maybe this is the most kind death. If that is a thing, a kind death. I don't know if it is. Fair enough. Yeah, I like that. Do you even need to ask? Awesome. They are very similar. God. Oh my god, I mean, obviously she wants to die in peace. Understandable. And obviously that she would want nothing less than the witch hunters killing her, the people that have been the source of, let's be honest, the people that have been the source of why she has been able to resonate with people like Michel. Yeah, there would be nothing worse than her to die in the hands of those people. Fair enough. God, I mean, she's going to be hugged and Michel's just going to have this hug, and it's quite literally going to be as if you have dealt the final blow to your lover. It's as if you've killed her. You are the thing that has made her die, and how he must live with himself with that thought. Yeah. God. Wow. He's actually doing it. Oh. I thought there was going to be some sort of really weird twist there. Oh God, and they were able to do so in the end. Yeah, even in her dying moments. No matter how sick she is, she will still be very beautiful to Michel, it seems. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I see. So they might actually find Michel. Okay. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah. God, he's lucky he's got good hearing. Yeah, trait I wish I had. God. That's just the worst thing. I mean, this is obviously a crisis, so you're gonna die. You don't even have much time to think about just what has happened, and I mean, obviously, I suppose leading up to the death is where you've been doing all the thinking, but still, it's just such a deep and sad moment, and you just have so little time to comprehend it, just simply because of the fact that the situation that has caused this is moving very, very quickly. It's just that level of rushness, it's too cruel. Too cruel. I mean, obviously, Michel doesn't really see the point of her life without somebody like her now, obviously. His life's been totally changed and he probably can't live without her. and I just wonder if he might die in the end, but he will do anything for the sight of his lover, and I suppose the person he is going to die with not to be disturbed, and I suppose the beauty of her inside, not her insides, I mean her inside as in her emotional self, to be preserved. I don't know, just visually to him, not having the person who he loves be disgusted before he dies with her, and doing anything you can to protect that. It's really quite a beautiful thing. Yeah. Yeah, not the girl. I mean, to be fair, you could be mistaken as a girl if you looked at his hair, possibly. But then you would realise that's not the case whatsoever. What? Interesting. Yeah, not the white-haired girl. Says the person literally murdering. And this is not impurity? Oh my god! God, so... what's he going to do? I know. I mean, this is the saddest thing about all of this, because obviously he could not do anything about this. This is, if anything, this is what the person you were protecting wanted. It was just a sad, sad accident. Chain of events that resulted in a sad accident from occurring. Nobody is at the fault, seriously. And that's the sad thing. But I don't blame him for just wanting to throw away his life, and it's just so sweet, just what he does to protect his lover. Is it going to actually be a worthwhile effort though? They're probably going to go up the stairs no matter what happens. God, how brutal. Oh my god, interesting. God, yeah, I can imagine. My god, what's gonna happen now? The fuck? What? Okay, that was not what I was expecting. I mean, even if she is alive, she's probably in very physically weak condition. But still, that's unusual. I was not expecting her to live at all. Sense of humour, that's interesting. Yeah, it's just as if God wants to mock them and laugh at them. And probably, maybe God is a complete sadist at this point. Yeah. If I'm going to be honest, I really get the impression that there is just some indication of the fact that maybe Michelle isn't cursed. And there's some sort of alternative explanation. I don't know. I think this scene here, seeing Michelle fight against the witch hunters, that's going to give a good confirmation to what I'm thinking. Possibly. I don't know. Oh my god. Dude, I thought that was a fucking sound effect in this visual novel. No, it was my doorbell. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's his blood, but also could possibly... We don't know how far in the story we are at the moment. Oh my god. So... Oh shit. What is said scene? Jesus. Yeah. Michelle dying painfully. But nobody in the witch hunting team coming up. So him dying painfully and him literally sacrificing himself so that the lover that he thinks is dead can sleep peacefully and not have a body defiled and tortured and don't know anything these people would do to her. Oh god, yeah. The red, oh Jesus Christ, yeah. Very vivid but true description. This is beautiful colouring, seriously, I like it. So unusual. It looks very good though. It must be horrifying. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like if I was in a situation like this, I was her, I would lose my balance, man. I don't even know if I'd be able to maintain being on the stairs. Maybe I'd fall down the stairs and die like that. Just from pure shock. Oh god, yeah. Withered shells, yeah. Yeah, the more I try to make myself believe that Michel has no curse, I can't. I mean, why would something like this happen, for example? He definitely caused that. And it is not as if he caused some sort of death that could easily be explained with another means. No, he caused their life to be drained from... and them looking as if they're withered shells as well. What a vivid description. I don't know. I think he underestimates his abilities. Sorry, overestimates them. What? Really? This is the worst thing, you can never know. But I mean, why did the blood make her feel so sick that she might have died from physical weakness anyway? I mean, that clearly implies the opposite, surely. Yeah. Because, oh my god, I know. This is the thing about all of this. It's a brilliant thing that they found each other, but at the same time, it's this dependence you find. It's this dependence she has on the good. And that's what she's now having to face. Biting her back. This is the worst thing, you never know his intentions here too. Exactly, yeah. Who wouldn't? What the fuck? What? Huh? That's so weird. Who? Oh my fucking god, this is weird. So obviously now we've got the question of who the fuck has been narrating our story? What? That's not what I was expecting, like, at all. So, So, could the maid be the form of Morgana? I would have never thought they'd be the same person. I'm really, really surprised. Holy shit, but we're actually seeing her now. That's exciting. Oh my god, so we're going to see what Morgana looks like now, hopefully. Or are we not going to see her face? Yeah, God. Yeah, you shouldn't be hunting Michelle. You should be hunting the real witch here. Like, a person who actually is a witch. That's just hilarious how... Oh, yes, just let's hunt down an innocent person because she's different. Even though in this house that you are trying to hunt somebody down for that reason, there is an actual witch. Yeah, I know, that's the weirdest thing. Yeah, ask about the price. That's the most important thing. But maybe it's just the sense that you have a dead loved one, and obviously, like what Morgana said, God playing games with God playing games with these people in the most cruel way possible. Yeah, so of course it's natural to want this person to come alive, but maybe the emotions associated with him being alive, that's going to be the price to pay. And maybe there's going to be a time limit as well. Or maybe it's going to be like maybe Michel was hiding parts of himself and we're going to see it truly now. I don't know. What is the price? She wouldn't, but that was in very different circumstances. I know, yeah. I know. Holy shit, she is really acting on emotions. Sorry, on impulse. Which, I mean, I don't think is a good idea, because what is the price to pay? You can't go trusting people who have this much folklore attached to them. Reconstruction. Oh my god, so... That's fucking weird. I love that there's not even a question of there being supernatural. It's just so obvious that everything is different to the real world that we know. Yeah, it's interesting. What? Holy shit, this is cool. Oh, you are being so tempting. You can properly see why this person is considered a demon. Yeah, but that's really interesting because even though these people are going to see each other every single time and they're going to fall in love with each other every single time, it's always going to end in tragedy. I mean, look at Jacopo and the white-haired girl, for example. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was awful. That really was. I can't believe that. So everyone's a reincarnation of Michel, who has met the white-haired girl, and every white-haired girl was the reincarnation of Giselle. It's absolutely insane. The fucking question of who has been narrating our story, that's what I'm really interested in finding out now. Yeah, I know, yeah. Where's the rush? Yeah, just pressure her into making a decision. Good move. Jesus Christ. You can clearly tell that she is oddly cruel. Yeah, you're going to act on emotions even though you never know what that could entail in the future. Oh, and she fucking laughs. She knows what is going on. Yeah, because... there wouldn't be any point in doing this. After all, these reincarnations, they are different people. But at the same time, she still says yes. You are mocking her, unbelievably so. Interesting. Oh god, that's sick. I mean, you can already see just the price to pay for eternal reconstruction, because how do you know? Why are you believing what she's saying? I mean, obviously she's so sad that she's not going to think straight, but why are you believing her? Why is what this person is saying something that has any relation to the truth? You've just killed yourself for what another person said. It's just like a bet. Oh, let's just bet something. Oh yeah, if you kill yourself, maybe it will be right. What if it's not though? Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I'm actually really surprised, so apparently that's the end of chapter 4. Anyway, who the fuck is the maid? Seriously. I'm just finding it so unusual that we had narration that looked so similar to the maid, but at the same time was in reality Morgana. Yeah. But, yeah, and I just find it really unusual that she says she has a pity for the girl, but at the same time her actions really just give me the impression that they are done by somebody who is just preying on somebody who has desperate feelings and obviously is not knowing the true meaning of what they are going to say. Sorry, the true meaning of what they are going to say and how it's going to impact everything in the future. Yeah. Her life herself is so meaningless, it's just Michel. Yeah, love may make somebody happy, but it also may make somebody feel like this. Not really. No. That is really interesting. We are Giselle. Ultimately, we did say yes to having the cause for misfortune to befall us. True. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, obviously, I suppose she has been living lives that are different. She's not been able to remember every single life. And, I mean, that's emphasised with this present story because I suppose the maid has had to have done so much to make us remember who we are. And it's interesting that she's doing this, though. The thing I'm quite surprised about is that. Just because why can't we live a life in the dark just knowing of our life and not knowing of any life before? Why do we have to learn about all of them? It's weird. But the only thing is she never knew. I mean, obviously her soul was constantly waiting for that man, sure, but at the same time, it's odd in the sense that she never really knew that she was waiting for said man. But I just find it really quite interesting that in a lot of the stories, the white-haired girl has similarities to the person that she loves, kind of in the sense that she did with Michel. I think maybe my exception could be in chapter 1 with her and Mel, but apart from that, I mean, definitely chapter 2 and 3. Yeah, totally. It's painful. And the problem is, just how long is it going to continue for? It feels like even death isn't enough. Yeah, it's cruel, but it's reality. Really? I'm surprised. That's really cool, though. Is she ever going to find love with Michel, though? That's my question. Yeah. Yeah. It's surprising. If anything, surely you would have thought it should be the other way around. Yeah. That's really odd. What's really unusual about this is the fact that well, I suppose just all of the red narration that we have seen from Morgana. I mean, just all of this is interesting to see how we have the thoughts of the maid that are being conveyed to us compared to her internal thoughts. You have no need for the past. It's interesting, that. God, I really do wonder what happened to Morgana. But this is unusual as well. This surprises me. Yeah, but I just find it really interesting that Morgana is... Morgana, I can't believe I'm calling the maid Morgana. That feels so weird. But, yeah, I just find it really hard to believe that, that this is actually going on. I mean, why would she want an end to this journey? Why is she making us remember ourselves and remember who we are and then putting an end to it? I just wonder what made her want to... I mean, obviously we've been facing this curse for hundreds of years, so why should it end now? Unusual. Yeah. Yeah, but that's interesting. I mean, why should we actually trust her? But, that is interesting. But it's interesting, in the beginning, it was, you're going to be reunited with the man you love, but you are going to have to pay unimaginable prices for said love. And now, when you were learning about... I suppose you're learning about what happened with your soul with kind of an outside perspective and a lack of idea of it's as if you're learning about a different person who is obviously yourself. But yeah, I suppose it would be very easy to abandon feelings for Michelle, because obviously that's a different white-haired girl who has had said feelings for him than the one who is currently there now. Yeah. That is very true. Could you imagine if in the situation that we didn't listen to Morgana, somebody had come to I don't know, let us meet Michelle again or something just absolutely ridiculous. What would happen if we said no? What would happen if we didn't listen to Morgana? That is my question. Yeah, totally lifeless. She had, yeah, I agree. Let's be honest though, all of these stories are told within the point of view of the maid, so even though she is treating her with great compassion, that's just what she is communicating now. Actually, to be fair, with some of the later stories, it could have maybe applied to the other stories, earlier stories, but with the later stories, we remembered some of them. It's not all the maid's communication. I know. Oh, fuck. Wow, what a choice. The witch. What do I think would be more interesting? Because obviously we're going to explore all of the choices inevitably. I wonder... Yeah, okay, so... Wait, hang on. Is this just the same as the rejection choice? Oh, okay, no. No, it's different. Let's do this one because it's a bit vague. It's kind of like running away from the decision. You're not saying yes, you're not saying no. Fair. There's something off with everything. We only know about ourselves because of the maid. Imagine if she's kind of distorted how we are. Oh god. Yeah, and I can definitely see why now. Yeah, there is something off. I totally agree. I just wonder what Giselle's thinking. That's really interesting. So what did genuinely happen? We have had indication, a lot of indication, especially in the backlog, that what is genuinely going on is not as... It's too kind. And for a story as cruel as this to be too kind, I don't really want to know just what is considered real. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, my god, this is unusual. We're back here. Yeah, but this is really weird. The fact that it was told within the story, but I really glossed over this. I forgot this line was even here, if I'm going to be honest. I thought that was just him being a little bit, well, him self-deprecating because of the fact that he didn't want to accept himself as one who is cursed. So that's how you label yourself. But yeah, that's very important. If it's a fabrication, then what truly caused everything to begin? But, I mean, this mansion is disconnected from everything. The maid, I don't know if Morgana can play God over it, but I don't know. I just wonder, would there be any retaliation if you were to learn the truth? I mean, this feels so dishonest in a sense, because you're trying to learn about the truth of the place, and yet at the same time there is so much that is deliberately being hidden. Yeah, that is interesting though, yeah, because you would have thought that we would have had some indication of who the painting was. And that does actually give an indication that there could have been possibly an entirely different story told. Imagine if that was the case. Yeah, because if our self is being defined through a story that could be possibly false, why would Morgana tell us a story that's false though? That's my question. And is the maid even Morgana? That is a good question as well. What is the connection between the maid and Morgana? I don't know. I just can't really trust her. Who was it correct about? That's a very good question. Yeah, and it is weird that she's called us master, even though she is clearly the one. I mean, look at all of the story so far. She's clearly the one who has had control over our fate. It's just unusual that she calls us master. It just feels like it was all too good to be true. But what happens if we accept her? That's what I wonder. Yeah, I wonder what this is. Because I remember seeing this when we were just going around the house ourselves, without the maid, ironically. I wonder what that is. Never expected this. But is this Morgana saying this? ghosts. How weird. This is so odd. Are we Morgana? I really wonder. Yeah, but it is interesting when you see the white dialogue and then you can just kind of make sense. It's a real internal conflict that we are having because we are realising that what we are being told is false and everything is fake. But at the same time, then we are kind of thinking, should we surrender? Should we take the easiest route out of here? But at the same time, should we take a route that's not true? And ironically, I mean, we know nothing about ourselves, so nearly everything that we can have told is something that will be figured out just because of what the maid tells us. What the maid tells us directly affects how we view ourselves, in a way. Why are we playing God? Right. Well, no, and that's partly why I'm making it. Isn't that interesting, though? The fact that it's as if Morgana is within our thoughts. It's as if she's communicating up to us on a really unusual level. How can she communicate to us like this? Yeah, why? It was all for us to accept the maid and to accept her hand and to be able to have her at your command forever and just to be able to be cast into darkness and maybe to truly die after always being forced reincarnation. Maybe this being the end, but at the same time, if it's false, it's false. And this is kind of us doing anything we can to get the truth, no matter how dangerous it might be. So now we're probably going to see the unfiltered chapter 4. No. I know I'm in the darkness of this story. I'm completely in the dark, and I just love how fucking confused we are and how they're totally playing with us. They are messing with our heads, seriously. But yeah, the darkness suits us better than actually knowing what's going on in this plot. I do wonder if this is the darkest plot in the darkest mini story within the visual novel so far. I bet you anything it is. Oh my god, the same choice again. That's really interesting. Oh my god, yeah. But it had been going by the logic that the maid had. Oh my god, I love this. There's just so many warnings. There's so many indications of the fact that us not knowing our story is a bad idea. But do you know what? What's better? Darkness or truth? But why are we being put in the dark in the first place? That is the question. Oh my god, this has gotten really, really exciting. What's gonna happen now? What's so awful about us knowing the truth and us reclaiming ourselves and our beloved as well? That's unusual. Michel. Or who is our beloved actually? That is a very good question, because if we are not the white-haired girl and these are memories that have happened to quote-unquote somebody else, then who knows? Sorry, I'm curious. Yeah? I want the truth. I don't care. It's the truth. I just find it so funny that they are calling this filthy, ugly tragedy. I mean, obviously, I suppose all of the stories that we have learned have had some sort of romance and some sort of indication that they have some sort of positivity in them. I'm just surprised that they are not filthy, ugly tragedies because of how they end. Oh my god, what now? That's interesting, though. Could that be referring to Giselle? It's interesting that she doesn't want to, and it is interesting that she's really fabricating the tale and adding bias to everything so that we don't learn the truth. Oh my god, what? What is this? Whoa! A curse on your soul. Oh shit! Oh my god. Was never at... What? Oh my god, so every single story we have been told is false. Wow. Oh my god, this is the true... That's interesting. Wow. That's ironic. She looks very, very similar to the maid. Yeah, fair enough. This is us. Isn't it interesting? We have a curse on our soul. What is that going to imply, I wonder? If only it was. Because the white-haired girl never existed. So if we are somebody who never existed, then... well, I think there is a lie that is being told. Who are we truly? God, we've never seen the maid like this before. Never seen her provoked like this. Interesting. What do we look like, though? But what's so bad about us being waited for? God, it just feels like everything has been... There has been so much that has been done just to make it so that we never ever discover this. And it really does feel like, for all of the kindness that the maid has shown us, we're kind of betraying her in a way. She's tried to... We obviously have no memory of ourselves, and she tries to... she tries to make us spend our days in happiness, and without an ability to see the truth. And I do feel kind of bad for the maid in a way, but at the same time it's something that we need to discover, and I suppose it's something that objectively happened. Was it really right for the maid to be distorting this for us as well? That is a question you could reasonably ask. Really? Yeah. I thought you were Morgana. And isn't it interesting that in the really... Oh right, I thought I hadn't read that before. But yeah, it's interesting that beforehand she was saying that she was Morgana. Where is it? Do we have like a quote or something? Where is it? Yeah, here we are, yeah. It's interesting that even the maid has so little idea of who she truly is. Wait, no, that's not true whatsoever. She knows who she is. Or maybe she doesn't. I actually can't fully say that for sure. Yeah. My God, look at her eyes. They look very, very dead. Somebody who could possibly be really persecuted if she insists that she is a witch. My God, I wonder what this is. Shit. So, of course, this was an indication of what the truth was. Okay. She looks very, very sad. Yeah. This is unbelievable. So I think calling the white... I should never refer to the white-haired girl as Giselle, because obviously now who Giselle is has changed significantly. Interesting that this person knew Giselle. Who are we? Best question I should ask. Who are we? And who is Morgana? Seriously. Who the fuck is Morgana? And does she actually have any relevance in the true story? Why must you remember? Why is it important to remember? You remember, so as a result of that, you can convince her what happened before? I don't know, it's unusual. So what is so problematic about Giselle? Yeah, I totally agree. But who was present? And I really hope that they show us in a very, very precise manner how everything is changing. Casting off the fog. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Well, we've got to ask, if this is what the maid truly thinks, then how is her stance on what is truly real and what isn't? Because we clearly have different interpretations of what was real and what wasn't, so who is the one who has an accurate grip on reality? Yeah, totally. I just think it's so ironic that the maid remembers nothing, and yet she is giving us a lecture. Well, we don't remember anything either, but at the same time, it's just so unusual. It did feel like a perfect, ideal fairy tale, like a romance. I see that. I just find it really unusual that with the maid's information, we have been able to find out who we are. That's what I find odd. Even though it seems like the maid is somebody who also really wants to run away from who she truly is. Yeah, that's interesting. Whatever has happened to her is awful. It's so awful. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm too curious. Seriously, I'm sorry. What is your name? Funny question, that. Interesting. Who are we? Seriously. And it is, it's not some fabrication of it. Yeah, yeah, totally. The fourth door. The actual fourth. The fifth door. 1099. Whoa, wow. This is going to be very, very cool. Oh my god, interesting little... It's going to be very, very different. The cursed mansion, oh god. Oh, I cannot. I'm illiterate even though I've just been spending time reading a visual novel. Holy fucking shit, this is going to become so interesting. And for the achievement as well, yeah, reclaim yourself. Take the first step towards uncovering the truth. Wow. God, that's going to be so interesting. I want to see, what does the door say? Where is it? Extra? Oh, I forgot the transitions take 4 years. Chapter 5. Right. Yeah. It is not the final door. If anything, it's the final door of our lack of knowledge. I mean, I'm gonna be very interested to see the story which is going to happen that kind of embraces all of the fairy tale romance aspect of Giselle. I just find it interesting that while looking at this story, we just have everything inside us telling us this is not what is truly happening. Everything is false. But what has been so bad that even the maid has been very, very insecure about wanting to reclaim? That's interesting. I wonder if this is going to change now that we've when we reread everything. No, not when we reread everything. When we have read the fifth door, and then we could look back to this one and see if we could maybe view the story in a new light. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but maybe it will be. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm fucking excited for tomorrow, seriously. I think this story is really, really opened up in ways that I never thought it would. And now it feels like everything's going to change, and that's what is going to be really, really thrilling about this story. What is this? What is this person's hand? I really do wonder if we're going to learn that soon. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.